Hey, my name is Kurt. Here's Trent. Welcome to SLB Basement Bourbon Bar. Hey, Trent, on our store haul video, when I had all my little puny bottles I drug out here, and then when I got done, you took all the King Kong bottles and drug them across there. Kind of made me look a little silly. Remember that video?
I don't. It made you look silly?
Kind of. A little bit. That's all right, though. I can take it. I have to say, though, Wild Turkey Master's Keep was a great bottle.
It was.
But
it was very good.
Another fantastic bottle that you drug out that I couldn't wait to get into was this Knob Creek 18-year.
You've had so much, and I've had none of it yet.
Well, do you remember when I texted you last night? I said it's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it at that. I was going to say a couple things more,
yeah.
but I'm going to leave it at that. But
okay.
There's just a little bit. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
But we got some here too.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, anyways, we asked for your, in the comments, if you'd give us what you wanted to see of any of the bottles that were on the bar top, and by far, people said Knob Creek 18-year.
I was kind of surprised by that.
I mean, it was almost a landslide.
I'm glad that Knob Creek has a following like that, but I expected like the Master's Keep or like the Willet to be.
Now, we did have a couple Willet, and we had a decent number more than that for the Master's Keep.
Okay.
But double the Master's Keep was this Knob Creek 18-year.
Okay.
And, you know, I think, Trenton, a lot of you also said that you wanted to compare all of the core releases to the 18-year, which is what we're going to do tonight.
Yeah, I thought that was a great idea.
Super fun. It's going to be super fun. But I think it's just relatable for most people, Knob Creek.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this is just me talking, but Knob Creek is probably my favorite releases of Jim Beam.
Yeah, I would, yeah.
I mean, for me. You know, Booker, some of them are pretty good here and there, but it's very consistent. All of it's pretty good.
Yeah. You
know, and I have to say, for me, it's my favorite part of Jim Beam Distillery is right here on the bar top.
Well, I'm glad that you said that, because I've only had the 9-year. So this is an experience for me here. I know you've had you've had these bottles for a while because they're the older style bottle. But
I know.
I have this on a list of stuff that I want to buy, and I can buy it now if I want to.
Well, you can see we're almost out of the 9-year down here.
That's some good stuff right there, the 9-year.
It's used quite a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to taste through from the 9-year all the way up to the 18-year. And we're going to give you our thoughts and what we feel, and saving the granddaddy to the last.
All right.
It's going to be a good time, dude. So the first one is just the 9-year. All right, it's the cheapest one of the bunch. I used to be able to buy this for under $30. I can't do that anymore.
It's not like $28 anymore? Oh,
it's like $32. So it's not a lot, but it's creeping, you know, somewhere $32, somewhere $34 in
still
our area.
Still a good price point, though.
Yeah, and it is, and it's 100 proof. So, you know, I think that's a nice proof point, too. So let's see what we have with the 9-year.
And this when we did our Bourbon Madness last year, this was, if I remember correctly, this was like top 5, I think. It did pretty well. And that's just really good.
Listen, for me, none of these, and especially this one here, for $30 or a little bit more, it's bold.
Very.
You know, there's no timid flavors in there. So some, and I've had some comments with a couple of people that don't like it, but not a lot. Most like it. But it is out there. There's a nice barrel char note there for sure.
Super sweet. I don't. If we were blinding this, I honestly wouldn't pick up like the traditional Jim Beam from it. It's just like there's no tobacco-y kind of leathery notes like you usually get with a Jim Beam. It's very sweet, which is unlike Jim Beam from my experience. Do you get like the same stuff that I'm getting, or am I?
No, yeah, I'm with you on that. I mean, there's a beautiful charred oak there that I really like. There's some baking spice notes there I'd also like too. Also, a little bit of cinnamon I get in most all Knob Creek stuff. But can I be honest with you about something?
Please do.
He is truly the king when it comes to being able to point out or pull out that's Jim Beam in a blind.
Yeah.
You're good at that. I'm not.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but...
You are. I mean, I guess when I'm doing blinds, I just try to hone in whether I like it or I don't, what are my notes. But you're good at that. And I have to say this, and as we go along, I want you to help me with this. If you feel, that you pick this up, but so many people they find a nutty or peanut note on Jim Beam. And
I could see that, especially on the latest Booker's.
Okay.
It was very nutty.
Okay.
I don't get nutty at all from this. It's more like really sweet caramel and maybe like a little vanilla, maybe a little, like you said, cinnamon, allspice kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, or not allspice, like a baking spice kind of thing. But that's, I'm not getting traditional Jim Beam from this. And I like that.
If you do, as you go along, let me know, because I just be honest with you, I'm bad about picking up that peanutty note. I just have a hard time with that. I try. I sit down and practice it, but I have a hard time. All right, let's move on. Next up the line is actually just the Knob Creek single barrel. Now this isn't one of the store picks. Some of the store picks are phenomenal. Really good. Harry from Bees had a great one this year. My favorite of all time was the Longhorn store pick.
You know he's going to get on you for not putting his barrel pick in.
I know, but we got to be fair, and you know, we have to showcase the one that everybody can get. But this is 120 proof. This is one we actually put in our good whiskeys and bourbons to pour over ice. I usually enjoy this over a block of ice, but I have it neat tonight. So 120 proof. This is 9-year bourbon, Trenton.
So I guess if we did have this in our best bourbons to drink over ice video, I guess I think I tried those in that video. So I might have had this, but I don't remember anything about it. Okay.
That's all right. No big deal.
Okay, there. A little bit more. I think I pick it up so much because I really don't like peanuts.
Really?
Much. If they're like covered in chocolate or something,
yeah.
100% down.
Your mom and I just had a hamburger at Five Guys tonight, and I had like a little pile of peanuts.
Ugh, I can't do it.
So maybe it's because I like it. I don't really pick it up that well.
I get a little bit more like a peanut or like a Jim Beam kind of profile in this, but since it's an older bottle, I don't know if they've done any. I doubt they've done anything to their mash bill in between the bottle change.
I don't think so.
I don't get. Maybe it's higher proof, but I don't get much peanut in this either.
Well, to me, it's a little bit creamier than the Knob Creek 9-year. Probably because of the higher proof point, of course. But in this one, I'm getting some maple notes and some brown sugar.
That's what I
pretty nice. I mean, and kind of sweet, and it will bite you a little bit. There's some spice there. That's one thing about the Knob Creek. That's why, me personally, I enjoy a little bit over ice, over a block of ice. But it is a bit spicy. A
little bit.
But the flavors are fantastic, and they always are on these, and especially the store picks, they're even better.
Yeah.
All right, buddy, let's go down to the 12-year.
I'm excited for this one.
And all the rest of them are 100 proof. I like that too. It's what am I say? It's consistent.
Yeah.
You know, with Knob Creek, you know what you're getting. You know, it's going to be 100 proof. So I like that. I think that's a good proof point. This one's going to be about $65 roughly. Okay.
I heard at one point, and this was back kind of during the COVID and everything, like this was allocated. The 12-year was allocated at one point.
Is that right?
At least that's what I heard. I don't know how accurate that is, but one of the store owners in Illinois told me, because I asked about it, and he's like, "Yeah, I can't get that right now. It's on the allocated list." I was kind of surprised by that, and that's the time I was gonna buy one. Go figure, and I didn't.
Yeah. Wow. I'm surprised.
That's like more maple-y, sort of. There it is. It's like super leathery.
Really?
Yeah.
Or another sip
or something.
That. That's interesting.
It's like licking the passenger seat of a Tahoe or something. I don't know. I hope. I mean, if that's genuine leather, but that's kind of what I'm getting.
You tried to get me to spit that out.
No.
You did. Yeah, you did. You tried. I don't get that. I get a nice rich oak note. That one to me dips a little bit in the molasses territory. You know, with all the Knob Creek, there is a real nice, you know, there is a pretty rugged barrel char note.
Rugged, yeah.
So I can see where you might want to say that's the leather or whatnot. I'm digging it myself. I mean, it is out. Like I said, all these are bold flavors. But to me, this is like the sweetest one.
Really?
To me, yeah.
I gotta say 9's probably the sweetest for me, but I get more of the, and I mean it's older, so you're gonna get maybe a little bit more oak naturally, but it's
a nice rich oak.
Aggressive.
It is. I'll grant you that. To me, like 12 years is, 8 to 12 years is really a sweet spot for bourbon. But
I gotta say, like, as of right now, I'd go with this all day long.
wow.
All day long.
Well, I'm going to take a little sip of that again real quick.
It's so balanced, and it's not the most viscous thing you'll ever drink, so it doesn't stay on the palate long. But it's the $30 bourbon, so look, you can't expect too much from it. But what it is really nice.
I'm not going to argue with the price point.
Yeah.
What you get for the price is really, really good. All right, let's move on to the next one, Trent. The next one's 15 year. Okay, this is going to bump you up between that $90 and $100 range.
Okay.
So now you're getting into a little bit more money for sure. So again, 100 proof.
I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this one, and I don't remember. Did I get this, or did you get? I don't remember when this even came out. I thought it was last year. You know what we got it at? We got it at that Wise Guys raffle.
We did.
Yep.
You're right, we did.
So this was a raffle that they do in our area around Christmas time or in December, and they'll you get like a lottery ticket, and they'll call different lottery numbers, and you have the chance to buy some rare stuff like Pappies and that kind of thing. And that's one thing we ended up.
We never get picked first, though.
No, we didn't get picked first. I did get picked for the Wild Turkey Masters Keep one, I picked this up as my second one. Yeah,
you did.
This smells really nice.
I was just going to say this is the best
fruity
nose of all of them. I was just going to say that. You're right. Very, very nice.
Given that it's 3 years older, it's surprisingly less oaky, I think, than the 12-year. So I'm kind of glad to hear that, because I heard so many I heard so many reviews that it was like, oh, this is just so harsh. This is not a good 15-year bourbon. But I love it.
I don't think it's bad at all.
No. And for like $80-$90, you're getting a 15-year-old bourbon. That's really good. I'd be interested to match this up to like a Pappy 15 and see what the difference is.
That's age stated. You know what I'm saying? That's a 15-year-old bourbon there. I don't really get the 12-year. I get a little bit more of that molasses type. I don't get that with this. It's more on the like a sugary sweetness, like a burnt sugar type, with some caramel action going on in there.
Yep.
But I feel that the oak's a little bit more drying, just a touch, maybe. But in turn, it's not as, you don't get as heavy as an oak presence on the palate as you do with the 12. Does that make any sense at all?
Yeah, I almost want to say it's like less viscous than the 12-year too. And I do, on like the back palate, I get like a little ethanol kick to it. That's like, it's not off-putting, but it's like, man, I wish I could have finished with some of those front and mid palate notes a little bit more than that weird ethanol, like that corn ethanol kind of back palate. So it's good. Yeah, but that's my only knock on it.
Definitely. All right, you ready for the Big Daddy here?
Yep, I'm gonna put that down.
All right, if you're now, I had just a little bit of this. You know that. Get ready for some oak. All right?
Okay.
Just get ready for it. I'm just gonna say, and let me just say this right here before you take a sip. I've got a couple other. This is a 30th anniversary bottle, so this is kind of a special edition, right? I have two other commemorative Knob Creek bottles over there on the shelf. I've got the 2001 Trent, and I've got the 25th anniversary bottle.
Oh, okay.
In my ranking, I'll tell you right now, the 25th anniversary bottle is probably my least favorite of the three.
Okay.
2001, and that's my favorite.
Interesting.
From what I have the
2000, I have the 2001 at home, and it's still in that little box.
Is that right?
I haven't even.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But let's get into this 18-year here.
That nose is like,
this is what we want to talk
incredible. It's like a little berry note, little caramel note, little cinnamon.
I was waiting for it, because I'll tell you
what.
I was so into this last night, taking a few sips and trying to put my notes down, and the nose is just fabulous. It's nice and deep and dark.
That nose is so complex, I don't even know what I'm smelling.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could tout off 20 different notes and pretend like I know what I'm smelling, but
it's just dark and deep and rich. Wow. I mean, like molasses as thick as it can be. Really so nice. All right, pal.
Yeah, that's oaky though. But it's like right up front, and then you get all like, I will say that the nose translates to the palate very nicely, but like right up front, you get hit with that oak like like a freight train,
All right,
and then it mellows out.
Here's what I want you to do.
Uh-oh.
I want you. I just want you to take another sip.
Okay.
Because I was the same as you last night. I took the first sip and I was okay, wow, boom, there's some oak. Now I will tell you, on the Elijah Craig 18-year that I personally have a couple years ago, that's the one I didn't really like that well. The oak notes in there were rather rancid. Again, I know there's other ones that people have told me are much better, but that particular release, to me, the oak was just kind of, I don't get that with this. Although there is plenty of oak presence right from the beginning, but as you sip it, it just becomes rich, the oak note to me. It's like, in my notes, Trent, I wrote down caramelized oak. I know there's no such thing, but I wrote down caramelized oak. It is oaky.
It's like a burnt oak.
It's an 18-year bourbon. It is oaky.
Yeah.
So
it's nice though. I gotta say, like, I haven't tried that 25th anniversary. I'll probably end up trying that after this to kind of see how they fare.
Yeah.
But that's nice.
It's really nice.
I would be interested.
It's really, really nice.
I saw a comment somewhere that was like, I bet the Knob Creek 18 will be not super hard to find. I'll be interested to see if in the comments if you've seen it at a local liquor store by you, or if you've heard anything about it getting into your area and they're jacking it up 2-3 times the MSRP. Let me know, because I'd be interested to hear how much weight that comment has to it, because I know that, like, I can go to a liquor store in Michigan City and still find the 2001 and the 25th anniversary.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know if the ratings behind those were just kind of and I know the prices were like mid-hundreds for those two bottles, but I mean, this is no exception. It was $180 or so.
Yeah, I'm just into it. It's good.
It is very good.
It is oaky, I'll grant you that, but to me it's a really nice, rich oak. But it goes into a lot of sweet notes. There's definitely some cinnamon there, definitely some baking spices, but there's a sweet kind of brown sugary sweetness to it too that's really, really nice. I mean, I think they did a fantastic job with this. I really, really do. I'm really impressed by it.
So out of all these, what are you going with for your favorite?
Oh, my first one's this one.
Okay.
I really like it. I really like it. You know, past that, I mean, I know it's new. Maybe it's the newness too.
Yeah.
But
I mean, hey, you like what you like.
I love that. I really do.
For me, I'm not as much into the amount of oak. I mean, it is an 18-year bourbon, so you're going to get a lot of that naturally. But
no doubt.
For me, I'm going with Old Faithful over here all day long. This would be my second.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
I think honestly, the 12-year would be my last place.
Really?
Yeah. A little bit of a hot take there, but the notes from everything else are just, that's just, to me, it's a little bit harsher than even the 15-year, and that's aged for 3 more years.
Huh. Well, now you're surprising me with that one. I wouldn't put it in my last.
All right.
I don't know how I'd rank it, to tell you the truth. I'm just so hooked on this one. I really don't know. This is definitely my favorite. I would probably have to go with the 15-year after that.
Okay.
The single barrel after that, and then the 12 and the 9.
Okay.
But however, I say that, but they're all really good to me.
They are all really good.
I mean,
I gotta say.
You can give me any one of these and I'd be super happy with it. Honestly, I really like the Knob Creek collection. I really do.
It's a solid collection.
It's like I said, it's very consistent. You know what you're going to get out of it. It's a solid grouping. It really, really is.
Agree.
This has been fun.
Yeah.
Been fun.
Good idea.
After last night, I was looking forward to doing it.
I bet you were.
I was looking forward to it for sure. So, all right. Hey, that's all we got for you, boy. We sure hope you appreciated what we got out here tonight. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to start that over. We're going to start the whole thing over.
Okay.
No, we're not. What did I start with? Thanks so much.
That's all I got for you.
That's all I got. Let's do that. Hey, that's all I got for you tonight. Boy, we super appreciate each and every one of you. I had a fabulous time.
This was a good idea.
You have a fabulous time going through this. You know, a lot of folks, they just wanted to do the Knob 18. on its own as a review, but boy, I think it just gives a whole appreciation to the Knob Creek lineup to taste them all at one time.
I agree.
I hope you appreciated that as well. As always, we ask you to please drink responsibly. We'll see you next time, right down here with the both of us in the good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.